The PAS database can be found at www.finds.org.uk under the Database tab. The database holds records of archaeological finds discovered by members of the public, with new information added every day. A simple search of the database will bring up a list of finds. Here, we've searched for records containing the word lion. The records are listed with the most recently recorded at the top. You can scroll down and through the various pages to view the finds listed. There can often be quite a few. You can see here that there are over 9,000 finds matching our search criteria. There are a series of filters down the right-hand side which you can use to narrow down your search results. Let's choose all the examples that are buckles. The list view displays basic information about each find. You can see the record ID, the object type, the broad period to which it belongs, the county in which it was found, the first few lines of the description, and a thumbnail image. To access a record, click on the Record ID link. This will bring up the full database record for the object. At the top of the record in capital letters is the object type. This is the broad category of object to which the find belongs, in this case, buckle. Some objects are further divided by classification and sometimes even subclassification. This information appears further down the record. Next is the ID number for the find. This is the unique identifier for the object within the database. The object type certainty indicates how sure the recorder is of the identification. This is almost always set to certain. Next is the workflow status. Information added to the database passes through a series of checks to ensure that it is both accurate and useful to researchers. There are 3 stages. On review, denoted by a red flag. This means the record is unfinished. Red flag records are not visible to the public. Awaiting validation, denoted by an orange flag. This means the record is finished and has been checked by a finds liaison officer. And published, denoted by a green flag. This means the record has been seen by a finds advisor who may have added additional information based on their field of expertise. Records at any stage in the process can be edited, which means they can be updated if new information comes to light. The next section is the object description, which forms the bulk of the database record and should be accompanied by a picture of the find. This is also where you'll find any further classifications and subclassifications. Subsequent actions describes what happened to the find after it was recorded. The majority are returned to the finder, but many also get acquired by or are donated to museums, particularly if they've been through the treasure process. The chronology section contains all of the dating information for the find. It includes the broad historical period to which the find belongs, as well as a more specific date range. Next we have the dimension and weight details, and then the discovery details. Personal details are necessarily protected with very restricted access. Sometimes a find has additional reference numbers, for example a museum catalogue number if it's been acquired by a museum. This information will also appear here. The next section covers the materials and construction details. Then we have the spatial data for the find. The map highlights the general area in which the object was found, usually to parish level, and this is mirrored by the information down here in the bottom left. You also have the spatial coordinates. The precise find spot data is protected, so only a 4-figure grid reference is available to public view. Finally, you have the discovery details, which tell us how the object was found and on what type of land. You won't be surprised to learn that most finds are discovered by a metal detector on cultivated land. The next section lists any reference materials cited in the record so that you can do some further reading. You will also find parallels of similar objects on the database here. Finally, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a yellow button that says Report a Mistake. This button lets you notify us of any errors or additional information about a record. We don't mind receiving error reports, they help us to keep our records accurate and up to date. So there you have it. An Introduction to the PAS Database. Why not visit the website and see what you can find?